But it's all about the actual interesting learning process that you are going to have, my gorgeous Pisces. And this is going to surprise you in many different ways, because on one hand, you know, it's going to make you realize like this situation that you're going to come across with, you know, in particular on the 27th of April 2020. It's a lot going to build to this particular moment. It's a lot going to build to this particular point, because in itself, you know, the actual April will surprise you, the way the April is actually going to unfold, the way the actual April is going to happen, and you know, the way you're going to feel things, the way you're going to sense things. It's going to surprise you so much, because you have kind of like been paying attention to certain things when it comes to your life, when it comes to things that have been happening around you in general, that have affected you without you even realizing. It affected your way of thinking, it affected your way of planning, it affected your way of doing things, but most certainly it affected your way when it comes to the actual manifestation, when it comes to your own life, when it comes to your own essence, when it comes to things that you want to do. But most certainly when it comes to this point, you know, where you kind of like are affected by things around you, but you shouldn't be, because it's messing up with your energy field. This is very important, because this is like absolutely remarkable moment in time. It's going to take place on the 27th of actual April, because it is just a lot. It's going to be leading to this point, and I will explain everything bit by bit, slowly indeed. But most certainly the 27th of April is going to mark an important point when it comes to your own progress, but most certainly when you comes to terms with certain situation, with certain part of your life, you know, you're going to come to terms with it, that it's not something that you want to do, it's not something that you want your life to develop towards, you know, because it's going to lead towards a change. So there will be the change of the way you think about things. It's just going to reveal something else. It's very important to say that 27th of April, it's going to mark an important progress when it comes to you realizing something absolutely mind-blowing, which is just going to help you to have a sense and make a sense of the situations that were bringing you down and took so much out of you when it comes to the actual planning. And it's very difficult to explain this to people, you know, it's very difficult to say how exactly you're going to feel, but it's most certainly going to absolutely change you in so many different ways, because spiritually you're reaching an absolutely remarkable moment in time. It's a bit of a yin-yang moment that you're going to have on the 27th of April, my gorgeous Pisces. This is very important, to be honest with yourself, and that honesty is going to help you to come to terms with the fact that a certain progress, it's not going to unfold the way you wanted to, and it's to do with what you have been planning and what you have been paying attention to, what you wanted to achieve in life. Something is going to need to go, something is going to need your change, something is going to require your adjustment, and it's going to be very important for you to realize what this is. You are going to reach a very high levels of your own illumination, and that is going to help you with your own grounding, and that in itself, it's also going to make you really, really wise. But it's not only about the wiseness, it's about the strength and confidence, power, and the control over a situation that you are going to have at the same time, which is going to provide you with a vision, with a realization. It's going to make a very strong impact on you. And instead of like bringing you down and making you negative, it's going to actually have a rather nice flip-flop moment, spiritual, beautiful little slap, which you are going to get at the same time. And something that it's negative, you're going to become like, you're going to find kind of like a really interesting and remarkable point and stage of your life, which is gonna have an effect and influence on you in an adventure, and as an adventure or something very daring. So therefore, this is gonna have such an important impact on you this particular day, where something it became like a wishful thinking, really, and it's time to go, it's time to move on, and it's time to turn towards the new things, towards the different things. And this is going to be the time of adjustment, readjustment, and you will know exactly what needs to go. You will know exactly what you need, where is the little adjustment that you need to make, little readjustment, a bit of a management in order to actually cut certain things out of your life then and there. You don't need to make any changes. You don't even need to start any progress or process. It's all the power of your mind that is at the same time just going to be working for you and already start expanding things towards this particular direction. But it's very important for you to realize this particular point, because if you don't realize, then it's just going to take much longer and it's going to change things like dramatically for you. But this is going to be all part of who you are, what you want to do, where you wanted to get, and what you want to achieve in life, because it's almost immediately. Are you listening, Piscelini? Almost immediately this is actually going to bring you a vision. You see how it works, a bit of a yin-yang moment. It is all about that balance of energy that it's going to come as a sense of a brand new direction into your life, but it's at the same time going to require from you to cut something out of your life or to change the direction, make little adjustment in order to see what is beyond there. That in itself is going to require from you to realize this. You don't need to make any changes, but most certainly it's going to provide you with a vision, absolutely fantastic vision, and you will know it's like an idea. And as of that moment, a lot is going to start changing in the way of like you kind of achieving quite a lot. It is almost like this is going to become not your lucky day, but it's just after that moment in time you're going to feel, oh my lord, this is my lucky time, you know. And it's all about the power of your mind. It's all about this particular realization. It's all about a new start, but at the same time it's just this sense of achievement that is just going to shower you really beautiful with this powerful energy, which is on another hand going to help you to feel this sense of your own achievement, which is just going to become an important driving force when it comes to you, my gorgeous Piscelinis. It's about a vision that you are going to have, an idea that you are going to have, and this is going to become also an important progress where you're going to realize certain things that didn't work out within the last 36 months. This, you're reaching an absolutely remarkable moment in time, and your guru or a spiritual leader or somebody who's like a very powerful figure in your life who you maybe look up to, it's also at the right moment, at the right time, it's going to confirm something to you. And it is very difficult to explain, but through these psychic channels of but when we travel through all these different dimensions, at the right moment, at the right time, because we do live in so many different dimensions, we get certain things, certain understanding and certain information that travel to us through the different psychic channels, at the different times. And most certainly something is going to be confirmed to you through your spiritual leader or through your guru or something like that, and you will know that this is absolutely remarkable because something unusual is going to take place, and at the same time it's going to be realization, something that you've been told by someone who is very spiritual in your life. For example, it's just confirmation, and it's about the time in your life when you were completely dissatisfied with so many different aspects. So now you're going to realize, ooh la la, this is brilliant, because that time that was delayed, that time that was slow, that time that was annoying, and that time that was affecting you in such a way where you had a lots of lack of motivation, now it's just all going to make sense. It's going to turn around really beautifully and really nicely, and it is going to mark an amazing point where the wish, something that you wanted to do for a while, is going to take place. And most certainly, even more importantly, it's about the inspiration and potential that you are going to have. This is also not only going to become an important time when it comes to enthusiasm, initiative with unlimited possibilities, but it's also going to make you feel really brave to deal with a particular problematic situation that you will keep on leaving aside. So it's an important time of progress, but also most certainly an important time of your self-illumination, my gorgeous Piscelinis. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Piscelini, Pisces, and it's for April 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Piscelinis, and it's for April 2020. And you know what your number is this month? It is number 699. 699 is your number, which means that this month things are going to start changing beautifully, but in particular when it comes comes to you starting to get your clear focus. But also on another hand, you're going to start finding yourself being very opportunistic, like, but in the best possible way when it comes to like your advanced life, and when it comes to things that you don't know much about. Suddenly you're going to start feeling like, oh, I want to do this, look, I want to do that, I want to try this, I want to try that. Nothing is happening, like just like out of nothing, you know. This is all going to be connected to the deepest parts of your own spirituality. Yes, you will be tested many ways, you know, but these tests are going to be very beautiful and very brilliant and very powerful at the same time, because all you have to do, you just have to keep going and keep going and keep going. And every single time you're tested, and you're going to be tested in a way where you're going to think, oh my God, I'm reaching this, I'm reaching that. 699 means that you're going to come to terms with lots of quite a few different things, and they're going to surprise you, but they're an important part of your spiritual journey. So you are going to be reaching the stages this month where you're going to be like, just remember me, 4 different stages, 444, not 444, but 4 different stages you're going to reach, 444, no! But four different stages you're going to reach throughout the months where you're going to think like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Please just remember, Sashita Bonita, just remember what I said. It's important to say that 4 times you will be tested where you're going to think, oh, I can't do this anymore. Oh, my energy is drained. Oh, I feel awful. Oh, this and all that. All strange thoughts, strange feelings. Don't worry, my babies. This is all part of this like energy, this strange dimension, you know, and all you need to do is just keep going. It is not going to last long, but this is remarkable, because as lower you feel, the most powerful you're going to be later. What you're going through, April, is very important when it comes to your development, your spiritual development, but development of the understanding of what was happening in your life so far that you couldn't understand because of the lack of self-illumination. You're reaching this important stage now, so that's why there are going to be 4 interesting times where you are going to be tested. But all you have to do is just keep going. Do not blow up, or don't kind of get like, if somebody's like trying to irritate you, or if you feel really low, if you feel really down, you know, just go for it. Just remember that every time you feel like that, that means that you are frequently feeling too restrained at the same time. So also, you know, you're reaching a very wise levels of your spiritual journey. Just keep going and keep going, because 699 also means that you're gonna be above everything. You're getting a very sacred strength this month to deal with things, so you don't have to worry about it at all. And even if you're uncertain, like this month, if you come across a certain problem or certain negativity or something like that, and it's just required from you to make an like very quick outcome, like in form of like a response, no, don't rush. Just go home, have a little sleepy, and then you rejuvenate yourself, and you pick up all sorts of informations while you're sleeping without even realizing, and then you can go back and just respond to this. Do not let yourself to be rushed into any situations whatsoever, because there are lots of answers that you're going to receive while you're sleeping at night. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. 699, my gorgeous Pisces, also means that this is the time of the great determination. You know, when it comes to the initiative and strength, okay, it's important to say that you are going to have an important moment in time when it comes to your own power. You are going to be hearing about a certain success as well, and this is going to be important to you, because emotionally you're going to feel very strong feeling, because you will be able to prove something to yourself, but at the same time you will know that the new door, it's about to open for you, my gorgeous Pisces. Indeed, I really like it, because it's just a whole new perspective that you are going to have at the same time, and you're just going to start feeling very strongly about it, and it's just going to feel like, oh my God, this just came out of the blue. No, baby, it didn't. Just remember, it did not come out of the blue. This is an important moment in time, because at the same time you are going to be dealing with an overburdened feeling when it comes to the actual excessive pressures, you know, and when it comes to the problems that were very much so highlighted in the last 10 months. Now you're actually going to be dealing with them, and you're actually going to be dealing with a certain difficulties, and this is really good, because at the same time this is an important part of your progress. You are going to come to terms with this particular situation, but also you will know that the fact that the new start is coming, the new option is coming, you know, this is going to be a main driving force. On another hand, you are going to learn that you are doing the right thing, and what is also going to be confirmed to you, there's some kind of like you're going to perceive, you're going to be part of the situation, and you're going to become vigilant of the things that you wouldn't become vigilant normally. And this is going to help you to enhance your psychic power in many different ways. And you are going to start feeling something, some kind of uncertainty, in particular when it comes to the actual unknown, but also like a little hidden danger. This little hidden danger that you are going to feel, it's going to push you away from the actual situation that you shouldn't go towards to, which means that you're also going to be the part of the situation, part of the group of people where you're going to feel this, oh no, maybe you shouldn't do this, maybe you shouldn't do that, hidden danger. And most certainly you will be following your instinct, you will be following your psychic feelings, and you are going to protect yourself. And this is nothing unusual. This is all part of this remarkable moment in time, what you're actually going through when it comes to the beginning of an adventure through your own enthusiasm, which is going to enhance you and inspire you in so many different ways. So therefore the problems and negativities like this are not going to feel and seem as bad or negative. It's just going to seem like something very quite important for you to do, to go for, to kind of avoid and to follow through in order to protect yourself. It's a brilliant little psychic moment that you are going to have. Also 699 also means ooh la la, that it is just going to happen at the right moment, at the right time. You're gonna basically hear about the invitation or opportunity, and it's just, you will know that they will soon arise. This is what you're gonna feel. This is what you will know. And this is gonna start boosting your power. It's gonna start boosting your self-esteem. It's going to start boosting your courage. And ultimately, it's going to help you to reach the highest levels of your own radiance, which is going to bring its own harmony in. Indeed. But what is going to happen is just basically an important arrival is also going to become significant. An important arrival is also going to be connected to the certain news and information that is going to be crucial as for you as well, and because it's going to help you with a certain approach that you wouldn't normally have. But on another hand, by the time you get to the end of the month, you're going to find yourself in a rather nice way, something attractive to you. It's just going to become almost impossible to ignore. But this is going to become a remarkable stage, because at the same time this is to do with your advancement, and this is also going to be important when it comes to the request. There will be the request that you are going to have this month, and you must not turn it away. You must not walk away from it, because it's going to be connected to something you don't want to do, you don't like doing, but most certainly it's going to be something that needed to be done in order for you to take this challenge. An important challenge is going to take place. It's going to be connected to the certain proposition indeed, but most certainly, and this is all going to boil down towards the big change and the opportunity that you are going to have. 699 is important, and it's all about like, oh my God, realization that you are somewhere. You're going to find yourself closer, so much closer to where you thought that you would be, where you were hoping that you would be. And this is going to surprise you, because it's going to happen at the time when you actually least expected. Important. Okay, so now when it comes to your actual health, my gorgeous Pisces, it's very important to say to boost your immune system because of the cold and flu and a little bit of headache and a little bit of like a sore throat. I highly suggest you to get organic acerola cherry powder in a little glass of water, my baby, in the morning throughout the month. Organic acerola cherry powder, 1 teaspoon in a little bit of water. Drink it, baby, in the morning, and drink it before you go to sleep. This is a natural form of vitamin C that was telling you to take for months, but it's going to boost your immune system by increasing vitamin C levels. Very important. On another hand, echinacea tincture. Echinacea tincture is just as important for you to take for the next 2 or 3 months indeed. Echinacea tincture is a natural herb which is very powerful in order to boost your immune system by increasing the white cells count. Echinacea, it's very important, and it's a herb that was used for many years, and basically you use it for 6 weeks, then 2 weeks break, then 6 weeks use it again, then 2 weeks break, then 6 weeks again, then 2 weeks break, and then you take slightly longer break, and then you take it again. You don't take this all the time because it's a natural herb, and if you take it all the time, your body would get used to it, and then it wouldn't be as effective. So it's important to do this, and it's very important and powerful herb to take in order to boost your immune system. Alongside vitamin D, which is natural vitamin D, which is going to help you with your bones and also to boost your immune immune system. And if you feel tired, every now and then, 3 natural tablets of organic spirulina from Hawaii in the morning, and 3 natural tablets of organic spirulina from Hawaii at around the lunchtime. This is going to also provide you with a wonderful energy, in particular if you feel like you need a little bit of energy. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Now, my gorgeous Pisces, I'm going on the very first date, okay, is the 2nd of April. 2nd of April is going to be very important because you're going to come to terms to something, you know. It's about a certain abandonment, in particular when it comes to some kind of the desire and determination and the willpower that you had. You know, you thought it was the right choice, but then again, you know, it is just not part of who you are, and it's most certainly not going to be part of your spiritual unfoldment, because you are really wonderfully going to find yourself on a slightly advanced stage, which is going to help you to look at this from a slightly different angle, and instead of feeling negative or like you've lost something, you're actually going to have a hopeful outlook here, and something really interesting is going to happen when it comes to the certain expectation and this particular outcome, because you're going to make an important choice here, and it's going to come from deep within when it comes to the sound judgment, when it comes to your own wisdom, from the deepest moments of your own deepest levels of your own serene knowledge. But when it comes to the certain common sense, something is going to make sense indeed. The new door are going to be immediately open here from this particular spiritual penetration that you will be having here, and the learning process is going to take place, because some kind of education is going to become quite a very interesting point here, and it's to do what you're going to learn about yourself. It's also going to enlighten you in the sense of like of what you're going to realize. It's some kind of emotion, something that you wanted to do for such a long time, but you keep on leaving it behind. You're not doing it. A certain hidden emotion is going to become quite crucial part of something that you should actually do. Readjustment, the right readjustment when it comes to your own practicality, and also when it comes to all those times when you felt like a little bit drained and tired really quickly. This is because you ended up being restrained and doing things that you weren't enjoying no longer. So this is why this is an important and remarkable stage of your spiritual journey, the whole new door that you are about to walk through at the same time. I highly suggest you to get something like a natural moldavite. Look at this beautiful crystal. One of the most powerful crystals. I offered this to you before. Very important to take this to protect yourself against all sorts of negative energies. It's probably one of the most powerful crystals you can actually get in so many different ways, but in particular when you're growing through your own spirituality, when you're making decisions, you know, when you're doing important things, when you're having important conversations. This helps you to not to stumble, and it helps you like to stay concentrated and grounded. And it's also very important and powerful when it comes to communication and prosperity. I highly suggest you to wear this throughout April and May. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this, my babies, is in the description below. The second important date, my gorgeous Pisces, is going to be on the 18th of April. Now, the 18th of April is going to bring an important moment in time. Someone is going to come kind of in touch with you, but somebody who means to you a lot, somebody who you really like, somebody who you really love, and somebody who you have a really important relationship with. It could be like a family member or like a really good friend, you know, brother, sister, partner. It doesn't matter, but somebody very important who means to you. It's going to reveal something to you, and you're going to like it, and you're going to be very, very happy for you, for them, because it's going to be quite good news and it's going to mean to you. But on another hand, on a completely different angle, you know, there's going to be the great satisfaction that you are going to feel and have because of your own accomplishment. This is very important, especially when it comes to the certain devotion, you know, and when it comes to the pleasure, you know, and when it comes to the sincerity, you know, some kind of relationship is going to be very important to you here, and the actual outcome. But most certainly that is going to give you and provide you with a certain understanding and knowledge that you wouldn't normally have, and it's going to self-illuminate you in a different way. And this is so important because it's just to do with you understanding, you know, you're going to feel like you want to kind of take yourself out of the situation for a day or two to try to understand something, but this is going to be very important because it is just going to help you to realize what you were in self-denial about, and that is just going to be kind of reconfirmed to you again, because it's not something that is going to come to you for the first time. It is just something that is going to come again, and then you will just definitely know, yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it. It's a realization, you know, what steps. It's going to boil down, look, 18th of April, it's going to boil down to the fact, to the actual realization, what you need to do and what steps exactly you need to do in order to make certain changes and in order to get where you want to get. And it's important because it's to do with your advancement, you know, it's to do with unknown stage and parts of your life that are going to become the parts of your reality that if that happened a few months ago, it'd be like, no baby, no. But now the difference will be, you know, it's just the time is right, and the energy, it's going to feel absolutely right. It's to do with a departure, a journey, but it's to do with an advancement, in particular when it comes to the unknown things in your life, which is going to cause a certain, oh my god, I'm not too sure, but it's going to be absolutely brilliant. It's important because at the same time you're going to realize a little hidden enemy, you know, and at the same time this is going to be perfect because this hidden little enemy, this little bastard, is just going to happen at the right moment, at the right time, and it's just going to kind of like confirm you and it's going to give you more power in order to move on, because it's going to happen when you emotionally, you're going to be uncertain about something. So this is just going to become absolutely perfect moment for this to unfold and happen, because it's just going to push you further exactly where you need to go. The third important date, my gorgeous Piscelini, is going to be on the 23rd of April. Do you know what 23rd of April is going to bring? Bam, bam, bam. Nice little destiny, momento. Absolutely fantastic destiny moment in time when it comes to the actual fate, you know, and it's the outcome, you know, an important outcome, most certainly when it comes to your own advancement. It's going to be very important. Unexpected situation is going to arise. Unexpected situation is going to happen, and most certainly without you even thinking, without even doing anything, you will respond to this. And this is the way it works when we have a wheel of fortune. So most importantly, an absolutely remarkable moment in time, because this is going to be so important to you, in particular when it comes to the actual advancement, when it comes to the actual powerful outcome that you are going to have through the understanding of this situation. But also it's just all about this wheel of fortune moment that you're going to have, which is going to be so important. It's going to come through your own understanding, through your own response, which is on another hand going to make you realize, you know, oh Lord, thank you. You're approaching the end of the problem. You're approaching the end of the problem. You're approaching the end of the problem. And most interestingly and beautifully, it's going to come from the actual deep within you, deep from your subconscious mind, where you're going to be guided with your spirit guides and guardian angels, which is most certainly going to be responsible for this absolutely wonderful outcome, you know. And here you will do something absolutely remarkable, very important starting point, which is going to have the second absolutely remarkable outcome, which is going to happen in December 2020. It's to do with the prosperity and well-being, luxury and extreme comfort, you know, the comfort that you wouldn't normally have. So therefore this is most certainly going to be the time when you're going to plant an important spiritual seed, which is going to grow and become the most powerful tree in the forest. Indeed, the 23rd is also going to bring you a remarkable success, you know. It's important to say when it comes to the actual gain, and you're going to overcome the obstacle and challenge, and this is very important because you're going to surprise yourself, you're going to find yourself on a really nice level. It's to do with a victory. And also the 24th, the day after that, 24th, 25th and 26th are also going to be important days when it comes to this unfoldment, and in particular when it comes to some kind of negotiation, because it's going to be superb when it comes to you, not only successful but highly victorious and surprising in the best possible way. Okay, so now My gorgeous Pisces, I'm going to start see what the first part of April is going to bring. Before I do that, I highly suggest you to get something like a natural labradorite and keep it next to your bed. This is going to help you a lot to connect to your dreams, and it's also going to help you a lot to understand your dreams and to be able to remember your dreams, you know. But on another hand, you know, it's also going to help you out to kind of try to preserve those things that we have the first thing on our mind in the morning, because every single morning when something is on our mind, it's very important and it's coming from somewhere else, somewhere very, very deep indeed. This labradorite you should keep next to your bed throughout May and April, throughout April and May indeed. And the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you are also supporting my channel as well. The first part of April will be very important when it comes to the actual future planning, you know. It's important because you're going to make a process here, and 2 months is going to take after this moment in time, and that process is really going to, something is going to happen really sharp and beautiful, and it's going to take place much earlier. So this is why if you wonder timely how long something is going to be, it's going to happen much sooner, much earlier. Just go for it. It's to do with you having a karmic reward, which means that not that long ago you were very compassionate towards someone, you were really nice and beautiful towards someone, you helped someone so much. So now the first part of April you will get your reward, your karmic reward, you see. Beautiful. It's also, you know, you will be tested when it comes to your home, and when it comes to the certain problem, your input is most certainly going to be needed. It's very important because it's just to do with a certain problem, with a certain ongoing difficulties around you, within your family, within people around you, and it's important for you to understand that it needs to come from you, my Pisces. It's something that is going to make you feel like a little bit uncomfortable, but it's so important because it's going to test your power, it's going to test your confidence, and it's going to bring you a joy and the ability to move on, and most certainly it's going to lead towards a really great homecoming time and change at the same time. Joy, family, an important moment in time when it comes to the actual problem that it's going to be arising, and it's so significant to say it's to do with the reflection from the past. Reflection from the past is going to bring you an insight what you need to do. Okay. Now, this is going to lead towards a really important moment in time when it comes to your personal enlightenment, and that is going to help you so much, you know, when it comes to the actual, when we get to the mid part of April. It's so important to say that this enlightenment that you're going to feel is going to reflect on you in such a way that, you know, it's going to give you a confidence in order to deal with the powerless situation, and that is going to have a rather nice moment, and it's going to become an interesting and important time of your own personal liberation, because you will know that the worst is over. So it's to do with the part of your life that you were worrying about. You will know the mid-April, you will know that the worst is over. I know it sounds morbid, you know what I mean, but it's really, really good, because that in itself is just going to get you going, my gorgeous Pisces. Bye ceiling, bye ceiling, bye ceiling, bye ceiling, bye ceiling, 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 now, okay. Okay, so it's basically swift change is going to be an important stage in mid-April indeed, because things are going to start moving on, because you are about to get this wonderful balance, and this balance is going to make you strong, my gorgeous Pisces. This is the time of reward, and it's also going to be the moment in time when you're going to be very indecisive, because you're going to end up with two choices, two options that you wouldn't normally have, and this is going to make you feel like, oh my god, but it's at the the same time going to help you to see things upside down in the best possible way from a completely different angle. This is going to create a moment of time that is so important when it comes to the actual spiritual awakening, my gorgeous Pisces, because the problem that you had every single night before you would go to sleep, something would come through, something that you would be thinking about that would kind of like bring you down. And so this is going to come to an end. It's going to turn into the greatest spiritual awakening, and it's going to help you to make a decision, and that decision is going to be confirmed through some kind of somebody who is like a leader to you, some kind of a leader, but it's just gonna be confirmed to you through you feeling like the greatest honor from that leader. Somebody's gonna praise you up and it's gonna confirm something to you, and you will know what to do and where to go. But most certainly you're gonna need to do things efficiently. By the time we get to the last part of April, it's all about the actual victory and mental clarity indeed, because again, this determination that is going to come through to you. Somebody's going to praise you up, and this is going to mean the world of absolutely everything to you. It's important, and you are emotionally going to have a great moment at the end of this month indeed. At the end of April, it's going to bring you an important emotional moment within you, in between you and somebody else. You know, it's very important to say that you're going to come to terms with certain things, but also most importantly, an important moment in between you and somebody else. And that is also going to be crucial for you, believe me or not, because it's going to make you realize that you've got more resources than you need to move on, and also more resources than you possibly need in order to deal with a scrutinizing person. There is somebody naughty, snaky in the grassy at the end of this month who is going to scrutinize you a little bit. But this is also going to be so important, because that bastard that person is just gonna kind of do something to you. It's someone who's rather toxic, somebody who's also like kind of like a marking quite important stages of your life when it comes to a certain ending, because this person is most certainly going to be quite connected to you, realizing something through their scrutiny, through their negativity, through their toxicity, and it's going to help you to move on, and it's most certainly going to help you to come to terms with a certain conclusion and problem. But also most importantly, it's going to help you to move away from that person, and it's going to become your absolutely remarkable turning point, like a new starting point that is coming from your turning point. Absolutely mind-blowing indeed. And it's going to be connected to the competition and the challenge that you're going to be completely going for it. You're going to be completely up for it. And just before, not that long ago, you would be like, no, absolutely no. But now the way things are going to unfold and develop, you're just going to be provided with a different view. And that different view is at the same time going to be everything for you when in terms of the power and energy that you would need in order to deal with this situation. It's to do with the competition that you're going to have at the end of April, and it may not even feel like a competition. So anything you do at the end of April, give 1000%. I'm not saying that you're going to be like stared at or anything like that, but it's going to be nice, and you're going to be surprised, and you may be like a little bit tested, but in best possible way, without actually any negative outcome, tested in the good way. So most certainly you are going to have a great moment at the end of April when it comes to the competition, and you are going to feel absolutely perfect at the same time. But most certainly you just need to remember that you are going to have a really beautiful energy when it comes to the actual power of your mind, because optimism is going to be very, very high here, and you're going to feel like you're ready for anything instead of bringing yourself down. And that in itself is also going to bring you the opportunity. It's important because it's something that something that you wanted to do for a while, is a direction that you wanted to take for a while, but you just didn't think that it's going to happen as soon. So that the last part of April is about to bring you an absolutely remarkable option to you, my gorgeous Pisces, and things are going to start making sense. Things that didn't make sense, that were bringing you down and slowing your progress, they're going to make sense right here, right then. It's beautiful because it's marking a whole new stage, but most importantly, it's the return of this vibrant energy, which is just going to optimize. It's going to become an optimistic, highly optimistic time of your life, and it's brilliant because the return of the old you, it's going to be quite significant over here, and you're going to find yourself planning, and you're going to find yourself achieving things and doing things and enjoying things indeed that you didn't enjoy in a quite while. It's important moment in time when it comes to your own personal rejuvenation, Pisces, and you will see exactly what I mean. Very, very important moment in time. There is going to be quite a significant decision that you are going to make, and that decision is going to be one of the most important decisions you made in a long time. Well, in the last 4 years, well, this is going to be huge indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Pisces, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you in relationship. Now, when it comes to those of you in relationships, my gorgeous Pisces, you know, it's important to say something was bothering you, something was bringing you down, something was making you really sad and miserable. I hate that word miserable, but something was making you really sad and negative. When it comes to you and when it comes to your partner, perhaps you were feeding off each other, maybe certain fears, certain negativities, you know, and certain maybe, you know, like uncertainty, certain worry, you know, reflected on both of you. So now this is going to be quite, look at this, the world, yeah, important, because this is going to come to an end. And you as a couple are reaching an important stage when it comes to your own completion. And this is so important because something was preventing you to move on. Something was preventing you to kind of go towards the direction you wanted to go. So the first half of this month is going to still be uncertain. But the next half of the month as a couple, this is going to be brilliant because this is coming to an end, this misery and uncertainty. And that, I'm not saying you were miserable and uncertain, but that affected your energy when it comes to the planning. So now you are going to make an important plan when it comes to you both by the end of this month, but it's to do with your success, it's to do with your power. Financially, this is going to be quite a good month actually, and it's going to surprise you, but most certainly it's to do with an opportunity that you're both going to have as a couple, that you're both going to benefit as a couple, and it's also the certain journey, it's also going to become quite relevant here. Something to do with the triple journey, it's also going to take place. Certain conversation, talking, planning, and things like that. But most certainly this is going to be a good stage when the problem is going to come to an end, and it's going to provide you with an opportunity and the clear pathway to just go for it, because it's something that affected both of you. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, my gorgeous Pisces, and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you who are single and ready to mingy. Okay, so single and ready to mingy. Look at that, 8 of Swords, which means, you know what, it's like basically it's quite interesting the way it's going to happen, because the single Pisces are going to have a very important moments and stages that you will be going through when it comes to your own future planning, when it comes to your life. You know, there's few things that are going to take place that are going to surprise you, but most certainly it's going to take a lot when it comes to your consciousness and when it comes to your subconsciousness without you even realizing. There is a difficult situation that you're gonna deal with the time, you're gonna deal with an issue that was like kind of quite enhanced in your life in the last 3 months. The issues that were causing you difficulties when it comes to you planning, when it comes to you being relaxed, when it comes to you feeling relaxed, when it comes to things that have been affecting you, you know, in a really negative way when it comes to your future planning. And that is going to be quite interesting moment in time, because you've got such a big fat yin-yang moment here. Big fat yin-yang moment indeed, because that in itself is just going to not only help you to see the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to these negativities. Why am I telling you this for the single Pisces? I will tell you, because that in itself is going to redirect you a little bit, and it's going to help you to become the part of something that you wouldn't normally have. That is going to bring you vision, perseverance, inspiration, and you're going to realize a certain potential about yourself. I'll tell you why am I talking about this. And that in itself, it's going to feel like a beginning of an adventure. It's beautiful because it's going to bring you vibrant energy, enthusiasm, this beautiful initiative that you wouldn't normally have, and it's to do with the new things with unlimited unlimited possibilities. The new thing with unlimited possibilities may not even seem as huge, as massive, as enormous as it's actually going to be, because it's not only going to change your life later on, not that late, but later on, but it's also going to be the relevant part of where someone very special is going to come through. With that new possibilities and opportunity, there is also going to start a whole new stage, which this new partner, new person is going to come through, walk through, right through this, like at this very moment in time, indeed. But it's just all one step at a time, in order until this unfoldment takes place. So it's all going to be completely connected. So when you know that you're coming across the opportunity or realization that is making you feel really vibrant, that is making you feel like, oh, I feel so good, I feel so ecstatic and optimistic when I talk about it. At the same time, you will know that this is going to create and start and open a pathway which is going to bring you someone very, very special into your life, my gorgeous Pisces, and it's not going to be even that long. April indeed is going to be quite crucial when it comes to that. Okay, my gorgeous Pisces, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, and light, my gorgeous Pisces, to every single one of you. Okay. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.